Good morning, Class 4. It is Monday morning. Welcome back to another week of online learning. I hope you had a nice, relaxing weekend. Maybe you went out for a walk, maybe you watched a film, maybe you played some games. I look forward to hearing what you did to entertain yourself this weekend on today's Zoom. It is Monday morning. What did I start last week's Monday morning message with? That was a bit of a tongue twister, lots of M's. You've got it, mental arithmetic time. So hopefully this week you came prepared with a piece of paper and pencil. If not, you better press that pause button and go and get a piece of paper and pencil. There are 10 questions this week. Some of the questions link back to last week's learning, so see if you can remember some of those skills. Some of the questions I think will be easy questions for you, maybe some addition and some subtraction. Some of the questions might be a bit trickier because it's drawing on learning that you did possibly in about October, so you might have to think back a few months and think about those skills you've got to use. So are you ready? Number 1. 903 divided by 4. Number 2. 147,063 take away 90,479. Number 3. 3.4 divided by 100. Number 4. 206 multiplied by 19. Number 5. 42,693 add 18,096. Number 6. 3/5 of 125. Number 7. 634 multiplied by 8. Number 8. 12/16 is the same as or equivalent to something over 4. So how many quarters? Number 9. 3,148 multiplied by 26. And number 10. 3/5 take away 3/8. So just like last week, if you want to pause the video, solve those answers. Keep those answers safe though, because we're going to go through the Zoom call. Or if you've written them down, you might just put them somewhere safe to have a go at them after my morning message. The rest of your maths this morning, year 5, you are going to do the inverse calculation to last week. So if you were working on multiplying last week, what's the inverse calculation? You should have worked that out. Should be division. So you are going to start dividing numbers this week. You're going to start dividing 2 digits by 1 digit today using different methods that we've already looked at this year. Year 6ers, you are going to carry on with your work on decimals, and you're going to start to multiply decimals using short multiplication. Now I know lots of you already know that method. Just remember to keep that decimal place in the same position even though you are multiplying the numbers by single digits today. For English today, you are going to find the features of persuasive letters. And I thought I'd give my voice a little bit of a rest. Instead of you hearing me teach you, you are going to watch another Oak Academy Trust video. And I think it's a man teacher today, so a bit of a difference. And you are going to listen to how he finds different features of letters that are written to persuade. Once you've watched that video, you have then got a letter in your work today, and you have got to find the features of that letter. You have also got a little checklist of features that might help you find the features of that letter. Remember to use different colours to underline the different features, or label them if you don't have any colours to hand. Then maybe after you've had a bit of a snack, you've got your topic activity to be doing. You are going to read a PowerPoint all about the journey of a river. So we found out lots of facts already about rivers and names of rivers, but I want to know what happens during the journey of a river from you today. So if you think back to last week, you should be remembering that the start of the river is called its source, and the end of the river is called its mouth. Well done if you remembered those two key words. But you today are going to find out what it's like at the source, what it's like at the mouth, but also what happens to the river in the middle of its journey as well. So you are going today to learn about the upper, the middle and the lower section of a river. After looking at the PowerPoint, you've got 2 activities to complete. Worksheet A is labelling different features you might find throughout the journey of a river. Task 2, using the information on the PowerPoint, you are going to create a poster or a leaflet all about the upper, the middle and the lower section of a river. So, for example, I've had a go at starting mine. It's not finished and yours is going to be much better than mine. So if I just show you the front of that first. So, you need to draw out the upper and the middle and the lower section of the river. So obviously, if you've read the PowerPoint carefully, you should know that the upper section is the higher section of the river. Okay, so you need your mountains, you need your hills. So you're going to label the upper section, and then you might notice I've drawn a text box because I would like some sentences explaining what the upper course or upper section of a river is like. So if I'm thinking, what sentences could I have written? Well, I know that the source of a river is in high ground, usually in a V-shaped valley. So I could have written that sentence. I also know that rivers are straighter in the upper course of its journey and is fast flowing. I also know, because the land is really high in the upper section, that waterfalls often form. So you could have written, in this part of a river, you will often see many waterfalls. So then if we follow the journey of the river down, we meet the middle course. So once you've drawn out your middle course of your river, again, I've got another text box. So you need to read the PowerPoint and maybe research some more facts yourself. What is the middle section or middle course of a river like? Again, full sentences in that text box. For example, I know that the River Channel gets much wider in the middle section of its journey. I also know that many tributaries, so different rivers, meet together. So I could have written a sentence about that. And I also know that during the middle course of the river, the land is getting much flatter. So again, full sentences explaining what the middle course is like. That then leaves you with the lower course, so the very end of the river's journey. Now, I think you'll do yours much neater than my colouring in, but my blue felt tip pen was running out a little bit today. So again, once you've drawn your river meeting the sea and you've labelled the lower course, tell me some facts in sentences about what happens at the lower course and what the river is like at the end of its journey. For example, I know that the river is much slower flowing at this point. I also know that where the river meets the sea, in this bit of the channel, it is called its estuary. So I could have put that into a sentence. So today you are creating a poster, or if you want to, you can create a leaflet that explains the upper course, the middle course, and the lower course of a river. Remember to carefully draw out the river and some of the features that you might see in the upper, middle and lower sections, and write in full sentences in those text boxes. For your Zoom today, I would like you to bring along your mental arithmetic questions so we can go through the answers, and those posters or leaflets all about the upper, the middle and the lower section of a river so we can discuss what we've found out about the journey of a river. I hope you have a good, productive and hard-working day, and I look forward to seeing you at 3:10 on our first Zoom call of this new week. Have a good day, Class 4. Bye.